Hello and welcome to your 10 at 10. Today's April 16th, 2024. And today I'm going to talk about showing your value to sellers. Now, over the last several months, I've talked about showing your value to buyers over and over and over and over again because that's one of the most important things. But right now, we're in a season where all of us here at Next Home Champions, I think all of us except for maybe one agent, has listings, is about to get listings, and I think I just wanted to give this reminder to you because it's really, really, really important. Um, Now, I'm going to share an email that I send to all of my sellers. Okay. This is an email that I've built over the 19 years that I've done this. Excuse me. And it keeps evolving. Like it keeps, and when I say evolving, I mean improving because there's more and more and more and more things that we do for sellers or that I specifically do for sellers. And it's one of those things where we don't always remind our clients what we're doing for them. And there's a tremendous amount that we do that other realtors don't do. And it's important. Like, our sellers pay us a lot of money. And it's important that we remind them that we don't just stick a sign in the yard and wait for offers to show up, right? This is what we do. But before I show you this email, I want to stress the importance of the step prior to that. Okay? One of the most important things you do is as soon as you click active on the MLS, it's vital that you send that link to your client, to your seller, and say, hey, look, here's all of the information that we're gonna put out there. It's important that you check it for accuracy. Please make sure every single thing on here is right. And if there's something you want changed, please let me know. Now, I don't know their house as well as they do. You don't know their house as well as they do. Only they do. So, it's a really like it's vital that you do that because what that does is if there's a mistake, it takes the liability off of us and it puts it back on them. So if there's a mistake in there and they don't catch it, well, okay, I gave you the opportunity and I asked you to look at this and make sure that it's right. Right. And that's super important because if there's mistakes and we don't find them, we could very well be sued for that. And that's the last thing any of us want. So, what I'm going to do is so that's like one of the very first things that I do, and I want you to do. So, this is the exact email that I share with them. Okay. It starts out, subject title is We're Live. Okay. And then, hey guys, your home is active. What I like to do is explain how showing time works. Okay. So they don't know how showing time works. We do. And it's our job to explain to them. Um, One of the things that I also like to remind them is that try to accommodate all showing requests if you can. And then another thing that I've learned is people stop by people's houses, right? If they see a sign, they think it's an invitation to go up and say, hey, can I walk through your house? It's important that you remind your clients to say no. Call the person on the sign, paying them a lot of money, have him show you the house. And I've had it where people let strangers into their homes. They don't get their names, they don't get their phone numbers, and then they call me and ask, like, "Hey, can you follow up with this person that showed the house?" And I'm like, "Who is it?" And they don't even know. And hey, did that person call you? Well, who call me? And so this little sentence like kind of coaches them up in that respect because it's something that they don't think about. They've never had it happen before. And then I like to show them the marketing materials, right? And I make it very, very easy for them. I like to make it easy for them. And I like, because I want them to go click on each of these links and see exactly where their money is going, exactly what I'm doing to market their property. And I do have in here, right? Here are some of our marketing materials. And I highlighted some because this isn't the full extent. There's a lot that we do that isn't listed on here. And these are the big ones, right? Link to the MLS. You click it and it takes you right to the property. And again, hopefully they've already looked at it, right? And approved it and said every single thing here is right. That's what we're going for. The next one is the virtual tour, right? Somebody, it's either you or me or Robin or somebody here, spent hours at their house with our virtual reality camera, and we want them to be able to see what that does. So one of my favorite things, and this is just me being silly or whatever, but I love how like you can walk to the kitchen sink and look in the kitchen sink, and you can walk all the way around the house and just check it out. And you can do that on your phone. You can do that on your iPad or your tablet or whatever. And the other thing that's important is that most people think that all realtors do these things. And we know that it's not the case, right? And it's just really, really important that we remind our clients exactly what we're doing for them. And, I'm not the one out there flying the drone anymore, because Nextdoor Photos, they have this thing dialed in. They have a great process and they put out a great product. Am I going to invest our time, stitching together a video and putting music in the background and text coming up and stuff like that? I'm not going to do that anymore. I'm going to pay somebody to do that. But a lot of times sellers think every realtor is the same. They think, oh yeah, any realtor, my cousin or my nephew or my niece, they're just going to do all of these things, and they don't. And I don't know. We invest a lot of time, effort, energy, and money into this. Single property website, that's another one. Other realtors don't do that. We have a single property website for them that is interactive. They can click on virtual tour, they see the video, there's all this information on here. And I think it's awesome. Like what we do is something special, and we just want our clients to realize that. Remind them. A social media post, again, the social media post, it's simple. They copy and paste and they can share it in their own social media. And again, they don't think of this. It's our job to explain it. One of the other things that I do is I pay for advertising and marketing. We do property boosts through KV Core, but the other thing that I do is also pretty cool. It's a company called AdWorks, and what I love about it is it it creates an ad that is out there on the internet, right? And what it does is every day it sends my client, an email that says your ad performance summary. The first one says your realtor, Tom Smolinski, has been paying and advertising, your property. And then after that, it just shows your ad performance summary. And I love the fact that it is being shown on Yahoo. We do advertise it on ABC News, YouTube, USA Today, Instagram, Facebook, and yeah, Facebook ads show up and they get sticky specifically to our clients. So I love that too. But not every realtor is advertising marketing on ESPN, NBC, or CNN, or any of those other things. And I love the fact that I paid for 594 views right here, that those are extra, right? Those are above and beyond what any other realtor would have done, unless they're using, paying for AdWorks. I like to remind them that their home is also on realtor.com, Zillow, Trulia, and every other realtor's website, out there. And I always make, a firm promise, right? I can't promise that I'm going to be able to sell your house, but I can promise to do the very best job that we can. And that's one of the things that I think is important, because we can't control the market. We can't control whether somebody actually buys the house, but we can actually control whether we're doing the very best job that we can. And I love that, right? That is authentic. That is genuine. And I think when people hear me say that, because I don't just email it to them, I say that directly to their face when I'm looking in their eyeballs. And yeah, and I do my best. So anyhow, I hope you have a great day and do your best to make today awesome.